It's been 30 years since what's now known as the Greensboro Massacre, a violent confrontation between the Ku Klux Klan, the Nazi Party, and the Communist Workers' Party left several people dead. Now 3 decades have gone by, but some in Greensboro are still searching for truth and healing. In this Greensboro neighborhood in 1979, Paul Bermanzan and members of the Communist Party were protesting the Ku Klux Klan. But things got violent when the Klan and a group of Nazis confronted the protesters.
With a long-barreled black pistol, waved it around a couple of times, and fired into the air a single shot. And suddenly all hell broke loose. I had been shot in the head and in my right arm. 5
young protesters killed. Paul survived, but with a severe brain injury from a bullet to his head. Despite all that, he still remembers.
I was conscious for a good period of time, and I heard a tremendous amount of noise. I mean, there was gunfire, there was cracking sticks, there was people yelling.
Now he's paralyzed on his left side, and after a long recovery, relearning how to walk, he watched as the killers walked free, cleared of all charges. Here's where the killings happened, on Everett Street. 30 years later, it's quiet. But here on the ground where the victims' bodies fell, it's still fresh in the minds of many in Greensboro. Adam Zucker is a filmmaker. As part of the anniversary, he's screening a documentary about the racial wounds caused by the violence.
Greensboro largely has wanted not to deal with this event, to not examine it and not try to move forward. And you have no choice of what your history is. The history happened, but you can't sweep things under the rug.
Some are keeping the issue alive, taking their message to the streets.
We're really pushing for truth and unity and reconciliation of any hurt feelings that may have happened during that. And also, the biggest point is to try and heal this city.
They marched from NCA&T State University to the Greensboro Historical Museum. In 2005, a group of citizens started to investigate the massacre, but the Greensboro City Council officially opposed looking back into the past.
Political assassination that took place in broad daylight was broadcast on TV, and it was resolutely covered up with lies and distortions by the local power structure.
But this summer, the City Council finally issued a statement of regret. For some, the struggle continues. But has there been reconciliation? It depends on who you ask.
I'll be reconciled with them when I can run again, when I can play the fiddle again. Now, we couldn't get any members of the KKK to speak with us for this story, but Adam Zucker did speak to one Klansman in his documentary. Zucker said the man felt no remorse and that the events of that day in 1979 were inevitable.